These past few months, we've been traveling around Metro Manila to try to find the condo we want to live in.
We've hit up all the popular districts, like Makati, the SM North area, but today is going to be a little bit different.
We came all the way down to Pasay and we're going to be checking out the Mall of Asia district, condo district. They have a bunch of condos down here by the mall and we're going to check them out.
And ask the question, should we live here in the Philippines? Oh, I gotta get in the sunlight for that, wow. Should we live here in the Philippines? So hot.
Hey, you could drink out of that. Is that full of water?
I think, I can't tell.
I think it is. It's really luminescent. You may be wondering, why the heck are we down by Taft Avenue to try to find a condo to live at? Well, if we were gonna live in this area, we would be heading over to Taft Avenue if we ever wanted to go to the North Metro.
There's some jeepneys that can take us down here, but we wanna experience the epic walk, because look at how beautiful this is.
Also, there's a few condo complexes between Taft and MOA that could potentially be the condos we'd wanna stay at. For example, we found one on Facebook the other day. It seemed like it was meant for Chinese people for some reason because all of the posts were in Chinese, but the condos were very large and much more affordable than our current condo grass.
It was minimum 50 square meters, 2-bedroom ones.
Which is very interesting. If we could find a place like that, that would be cool. And if it's nice, even better. I gotta say, so far, compared to all the places we've been going to, this area specifically, this walk has been the most stressful.
Yeah, the most stressful and probably the worst.
By far.
It's covered every once in a while by a tree, but most of the time we're getting blasted. If it was raining, we'd be screwed.
We would. We've said it in videos before that Taft Avenue is our least favorite place in all of the Philippines.
It's just complete chaos. It's not even that big of an area that's bad. It's just specifically that big intersection. We get scammed constantly by taxis. The MRT is just a bit chaotic there. It's nice having it there, but it's chaotic.
Kind of smells, it's very dirty.
We've gotten harassed by some people there. There's
this guy looked back and I said that. Oh gosh, and there's a lot of situations where you have to cross streets with no crosswalks. But yeah, Taft Avenue, MRT area, not our favorite.
Nah.
Moral of the story. But obviously a lot of that changes very quickly once you get down to this MOA Pasay area. It gets really nice, surprisingly nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of nicer buildings along the road even.
We haven't taken on the direct sunlight like this in a while.
My face is on fire. Hopefully the sunscreen's lasting.
So this one is literally just right next to the road.
What is that? That looks so dilapidated in there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are some of these really old?
Or is it new and they just didn't paint it yet?
I don't know. Oh yeah. That could be being built. Is there any doors? There's no doors on that, right?
No.
Just windows?
Yeah. I think that's being built.
Before we turned on the camera, when we noticed this was an SM one, imagine how loud it would be to be in one of these rooms right here, and then the road is right here.
A mildly athletic person could jump up and climb into that person's unit right there, I think.
Don't leave your windows open.
They got a Mr. Kebab, which would be a cool restaurant to be right underneath your unit, though.
Very different type of food to eat.
But I guess you could just walk to the mall right over
That's
here, too.
That's true. It's literally... So you're basically right across the street. You have your walkway right over there to take. And you're right here. I don't know about this one, though. It would be so loud. The SMDC condos are not very soundproof. We can hear the not that busy street from our office all day.
That's 31 floors up. This one only goes 15, 20 floors.
That's true. Imagine being half the height. That's so crazy.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, good, how are you?
So is Shell the oldest one?
It seems like it.
It seems like Shell's the oldest, and then C is the second, and then Shore is the newest?
I think.
So if we just walk this way, are we gonna get into the Shore? And I believe C is on the other side of the street over here.
Those ones?
I think so. C or Shore. I don't know which one. C or Shore is over there.
It's crazy how many they're building.
They're really building a little SM city down here.
I have a question though. Do you think SMDC condos would be anywhere near as popular if SM wasn't in the name?
No way. The biggest draw to SMDC condos is that they're usually right next to an SM mall. I think that kind of allows them to be like the lower quality condos that they are, because that selling point is, hey, you can just walk to the mall right next door.
They got everything you need. Like, security guard had a Shell Residences tricycle. Like, there's like a spot on the side
What?
for like them responding to something.
This one's so much more like a complex than it is like grass, where it's literally just kind of a box and everyone's just inside the box.
It's all interconnected here.
So this one here must be Shore being built.
Seems like they're not like even that close.
Yeah, I mean, these are all hollow.
no.
They have a window on them, but...
Sale.
Sale? There's a new one? Sale?
Why is there so many?
What the heck? So there's 4 different complexes here?
This is actually pretty crazy how many SM condos there are here. Does SM literally own Pasay?
I think, I mean, at this point, don't they? They're adding more land to Pasay to build more condos?
Yeah, they're building like a mini city thing
Yeah.
too, I think.
Is it not like, do they not own the city at this point? Man, and this is the bad thing with SM a lot of times. When they do their construction, they just kind of kick everybody off into the street.
Yeah, they just like, all right, we'll set up a little wire here, then you can walk here.
So we still got to walk around, of course, the mall, the biggest draw to living in this area, Mall of Asia. Seeing this and seeing where the condos are actually located is very interesting, because this street right next to it here is pretty busy. I wouldn't have expected that to be so busy.
Yeah. So is this part of it still now? Because these are done.
Yeah, what is this and why are they blue?
But they're not. It doesn't look like.
Hi.
Doesn't look like they're turned over yet.
Wait, is this it? I mean, it's the same layout as SM, except it's just a different color. It's the window, the little window, the big window, the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, and they're even putting up like
A
they even have a street market here? Holy nuts.
It's pretty crazy to imagine that, like in Grass Residences where we are now, it's basically probably similar units to this and similar conditions in general, but then they just have random advantages like this, like a street
Yeah.
market. You know, you're more downtown. Oh, Shore 3. So we're
this
back
is
to Shore.
Okay. So we've seen Shell, we've seen Sail being built, and now we're at Shore.
And then C was across?
Across the street, I believe it's C, yes.
Holy nuts. This one looks slightly nicer, maybe?
It seemed like this is the newest one that's open,
Oh,
that's
that's-
available, is Shore.
How many dang buildings are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait, yeah, so if this is Shore 3, do all of those interconnected count as Shore 3?
I don't know.
So basically they just take grass, which is 41 floors, and then they just chop it up into a bunch of buildings?
Yeah, it seems like it. And then this one looks more closer to grass here, whatever this is, if this is part of Shore still.
So we looked on Facebook a little bit at how much the condos here would cost, because I mean, you're down here, you're right next to MOA, which is like SM North but bigger. You're right next to the airport, which would be incredibly nice for us. And you're more like just in the city in general than out there in Quezon City. So you'd expect it to be more expensive. But what we found, it is the same price or cheaper as grass.
Which is pretty crazy because grass is like pretty far out there in Quezon City.
So we're really finding out quickly that grass is kind of, for some reason, the most overpriced condo in the metro.
Yeah.
Even amongst SMDC places, it's more expensive, which is crazy. I figured that SMDC, it made sense when we saw like trees residences way out in like Nova Liches, that was cheaper than grass.
Because it's way out there. There's not really much transportation that's good yet.
We saw the ones in Makati, which were like probably a few thousand on average more expensive than grass. But I expected you come down to MOA, it's more Makati level for SMDC, but it's not.
So very interesting to note that we could just be living here for the same price and have almost similar conditions,
Yeah.
but just random advantages. Again, it does seem like it would be loud if you get these outer ones, but it does seem like there's a lot that would face in, which
Yeah.
I imagine wouldn't be as loud.
So that's extremely, extremely interesting. That is really something for us to consider, even though how much we've been saying that we would probably prefer to go to a different company. This is very interesting.
Is that Hong Kong Roasting? Is that the one that was in grass that went out of business?
I believe it was, yes.
That's crazy.
Weird, they even have the same SMDC restaurants?
But there's just
Weird.
way more of them.
Weird. Grass probably has like, what, 5 restaurants that we like never eat at?
Yeah, never.
This apparently has a market in front of it, and
We've seen like 20 restaurants already.
I mean, even across here, it seems like there's some sort of like SM office building, and they have Starbucks, Watson's, something else over there. Not to mention, if you walk 10 minutes, just basically as long as it takes for us to walk from Grass to SM North, usually takes about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If you walk 10 minutes over there, you're at MOA.
Which is basically as big if you don't count IKEA.
Yeah. If you get in a car and you drive 15 minutes, you're going to be at the airport.
The strip at Shore Residences.
Wow, so this is all Shore. The lobby looks nicer than Grass. I always thought Tower 5's lobby was pretty nice.
Yeah,
But that
that's
one
like-
looks nicer.
That's like the one redeeming quality of like the newer towers in Grass is that their lobby looks really nice, but yeah, that one looks way better.
Shore.
What do you think? Should we live here? Shore?
Sure.
Sure, dude.
Sure, dude.
Get it? Get it?
It'd be such a different spot to live in. Because we were saying, we've been in Quezon City, specifically the SM North to basically centrist area ever since we came into the Philippines. We've always been in that area, so it would be like moving to a different city to change the locations for us.
You get all sorts of stuff around here, like that mall that we were just in that was super empty. When we go to MOA, it's going to probably be pretty dang busy around. It's getting closer to dinner time, so it's going to be super busy. And then you have like the area we explored in another video, if that's out or not yet, where it was kind of like this outdoor strip mall thing. And that's all just in walking distance from just this building. The only things that are good that are in walking distance from Grass is literally the two malls.
Yeah. I wonder how loud that would get.
I got to imagine you would hear it every time.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
Is that another dang SM condo way down there? Just right once this block goes out of the way.
What is this building?
I don't know. That looks like a weird government building or something.
does.
Looks like the Elk River government building.
We've never seen a building look like that in Manila, have
Yeah,
we?
no.
Like just a really long building. Oh yeah, those are definitely SMDC right there.
So much SM in this area. Do they have a special deal with Pasay?
They must. They probably bankroll him.
Probably because MOA gives them so much.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it literally seems like when tourists, like tourists that aren't vloggers, tourists that are just like coming to the Philippines, usually it seems like foreign tourists, if they're in Manila, it's 1 or 2 days and then they're off to Boracay or Palawan or wherever. But a lot of times you have to stop in Manila first. I feel like a lot of people get out, go to MOA, go to Intramuros, leave. So they probably don't leave this area, and it probably brings in so much tourism revenue.
Nice and close to the airport.
Yeah. We're gonna try to cross this street.
Crossing the street in the Philippines is scary, guys.
Oh man. This guy's not stopping, he's just turning. Is this just gonna turn into an SM condo complex at some point too?
Probably. They have an SM mobile clinic over there.
What the heck?
Never seen that before.
We're in Grass, but Grass is more like just like SM's little area of, they own Grass, they own SM North, and then they own like the business building across the street from SM North. But around Grass, it's just neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's here they own everything, so it's like a totally different landscape. It's like SM World.
I mean, look at this. Woofy Wi-Fi, which now is like SMDC's provider, which I'm sure they just own.
I'm sure.
And happens to be headquartered in this area.
What the heck? It's funny, even the guards here just look like SM guards.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they got Sichuan cuisine.
Never seen this anywhere before. I mean, it's probably in other places in Southeast Asia, but the first time we've ever noticed it is in the Philippines. That the companies like just own these huge plots of land. There's not really police in the area. It's just their own like private police, their security. It's so interesting to see.
I mean, it was pretty crazy that like SM will have an area and then they have their own security, their own maintenance, their own Wi-Fi, their own restaurants. Not necessarily they own the restaurants, but they have partnerships with certain restaurants so that they're only in those areas. Their own malls connected, which would be all of your health services, all of your dental services.
So what happens when they end up like buying the rights for the water and the electricity and all of this stuff? I mean, because that's the direction it's going.
But you know, they're just the good guys.
They're the good guys. Whoa.
A water feature. I've never seen this before. This is random.
So random.
Wow,
right in front of a BDO.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention also that SM owns VDO, so that's
Yeah.
one of the things that they can put.
In
They
their
can
malls.
put their bank in there.
And their condo complexes.
The Philippines really continues to surprise us. I mean, never even seen this before. This is just in a random area.
But now we just kind of walked through this area that we've never been before. And we're going to sneak up on the ocean up here. Look at all these dragonflies.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Whoa, Dragonflyville.
Is there like a lot of something they can eat here? A lot of skeeters?
I don't know. What the frack are these guys doing? Walking. Do we want to live here in the Philippines?
Is this a place we're gonna live? Because I mean, you know, this is what we'd be doing if we're living here, just walking around.
It would be nice to have streets like this that you can just walk down. You can't really walk in the streets near grass.
No.
It's just kind of chaos streets where every time you get across the road, you got to fight against taxi drivers and tricycles and stuff like that. Not the easiest place to like actually leave the complex.
Whoa, you can see a bit of land reclamation stuff going around over there. It looks like just like a mound, like a mining quarry, just across. Because the ocean's literally right there, but you can't even see it because it's just
Oh
mounds.
man, should we message SM and say, hey, can we go walk
Yeah.
in your reclamation area?
Can you guys let us walk around there?
Let's head over there and take a peek at it. Oh my gosh, there's not even a view anymore.
Holy.
It's just dirt.
It's just a wall. They've actually built it up pretty high pretty quick. We went here not too long ago.
There's a bridge built out there between the...
Whoa.
Whoa, this is crazy. Oh my gosh.
What a weird view from the ocean.
Oh, it's so bright. Wow, that is so crazy. I can't believe they're just building islands like that. Like, why? Why do they have to rip up the Manila Bay? Why couldn't they just like build this area like up by Clark or something where there's so many open areas?
What are the environmental
Oh
impacts
my
on
God.
land reclamation like this in the Manila Bay?
I can't imagine the damage and destruction that's going on by like you hear about the stuff that they did in Dubai. They just destroyed the bed of the ocean to build all those pointless islands out there.
But don't worry, SM, the good guys, they're making sure you adopt animals and admire them from a distance and donate them food.
What?
Nice.
Not the sea animals though. Those
No.
all can die.
They're dead now.
Say words
Said to you. It's one of those like kind of like childhood songs where
Yeah.
you just hear it, but you don't know all the words.
here.
If I just lay here.
Just put in the part from Shenzhen. I hear. If I just lie here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. I don't know why. That's the first thing that popped in my head when I saw this.
I don't know why either.
So now we've just been walking down kind of the bay walk here. They have a lot of like street food stuff. It's almost like they want to be like the Santa Monica Pier like type of area.
They got the Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel, they got the food stalls, they got some rides going on. It has that feel to it, except there's no ocean view anymore.
No, it's gone.
Potato corner, Buco ni Frutas, Dairy Queen. That's a weird one.
Squeaky food shop.
What are there? So many different. And then it's just Tender Juicies.
Yeah, weird.
It's just Tender Juicies. I've never seen a place make so much use out of one single brand of hot dog in my whole life.
You hear about Tender Juicies are just a thing here. If you're getting a hot dog, it's a Tender Juicy or a Hungarian sausage or whatever.
Literally. I mean, Tender Juicies at like a stadium is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like stadiums are supposed to have like their like own dogs that are like better than the ones you can buy at the store. Here, Tender Juicies.
Got some like fair games over there too. Hook a duck,
Wow.
lobster pot, ring toss.
They're really making this like a pier, like a California, New Jersey style pier. They have this fountain that, I don't remember this fountain. Was it not on last time we were here?
I don't think so. I remember going in that heart over there, and I don't remember that. The mall looks kind of cool now that everything's like opened up with the rooftop thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks pretty neat up there. We were up on top in the Sky Garden area like 6 months ago. Pretty cool area. I wonder if it's fully open now. Because it was still like, it was probably like 75% done when we were there last time.
Yeah.
Well, this is more of the bonuses if we lived in this area. We have this whole area to walk down.
It's nice. This is kind of like a chill area. There's
Yeah.
some people jogging, some people just laying down, chilling. You can just like sit by the thing.
It'd be like a 15-minute walk, but
Yeah.
the walk is relatively peaceful. There's unlimited food, and it's much nicer than anything that we can get.
People like getting into some bumper cars. They got bumper cars over there.
Can we make an Enchanted Kingdom style video here?
I think so. Amusement park.
Pirate ship, bumper cars, lolly swing, carousel. Only
Yeah,
80 pesos to go on some of the things.
They're not too expensive. It's pretty nice.
They have a drop thing that's only about 50 feet tall. They should have made it at least as high as the Ferris wheel.
They should have just made it to whatever height code they can make it.
Have you ever seen Valley Fair?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I think I've seen like a video of it or two.
In Minnesota, there's a place called Valley Fair. They have a thing called Power Tower, which is one of those drop things. I'm pretty sure it's like 300 feet tall.
That's insane.
Something, maybe, I don't know, but it's crazy tall.
You'd be falling for a long time.
You can see it from like really far away.
You know, from what we've noticed, people like the Filipinos here aren't the most thrill seekers.
No.
The amusement parks here compared to other places have been like some of the lower tier ones. Dale Phillip, actually, everyone's favorite vlogger, talked about how Enchanted Kingdom was the worst amusement park he's ever been to, I think. But you know, we had a blast at Enchanted Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm an amusement park guy. I love big rides. The bigger, the better. The faster, the better. More loop-de-loops. I love that stuff. Enchanted Kingdom was still fun. It's obviously not a U.S. amusement park, and it's not Universal Studios or one of those big type of ones, but it had enough. It had like the one or two rides that were like pretty fast. Nothing went like U.S. U.S. style.
They have Olive Garden in the Philippines?
Wait, really? That's my favorite restaurant. All right, now let's take a walk through MOA. Oh, give me the AC.
Please.
Oh,
We're in the MOA. You know, it's interesting to me that people call MOA, but in the U.S. there's MOA.
MOA, yeah.
Mall of America, people would call MOA.
Yeah,
which is the same
interesting.
abbreviation or whatever.
But MOA's cooler, I think.
Yeah, MOA, it's like a word now.
If there's an acronym that you can sound out, then it should be sounded out. Like BGC, Bugasa doesn't really work.
I mean, I think we could make a revolution. The Bugasa
Bugasa.
and Kufsa, KFC.
Exactly. Kufsa is, you have to say Kufsa. MOA is such an interesting place because it's like newer, bigger SM North. But then they have this type of stuff, like the outdoor areas, which are so interesting.
Kind of like cool to mix up all the stuff, but also it's kind of a maze sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely a maze. Like, what the heck? Where are the escalators? What happened?
What's going on? There's no escalators here? We're gonna climb stairs? I got a bad knee.
Caution, what for? No. They have a table tennis? Oh, it's just the SM bowling area. Oh man,
it's popping in there.
Packed. And MOA kind of has the mega mall situation where it gets like, everything gets like completely full, even like the attractions, where in SM North, all of the restaurants will fill up, but nobody even goes to the attractions.
No, especially not on weekdays. It's a weekday right now. We went to the SM North Archery on a weekday, no one would be there.
No way. Yeah, so I mean, this is MOA. If we lived in the shore area, we'd have the entirety of this mall at our disposal. We got a lot of different things in our area, like a lot. There's been quite a few restaurants so far that I have not known of.
Never seen this thing, and we've been to this place multiple times. It's got to be a new one. Kwan
King and La Churrera. There's just so many things. They just have a churro place right there.
Oh, dang.
So we're just out here strolling around the Sky Garden. It's a nice area.
Last time we were here, when it like just opened, we went on like the football pitch over there, and they're actually doing like a practice, and I don't know what the team was. They had a coach who was like white or Central Asian, possibly, seemed to be speaking Russian, and then everyone else was like possibly Central Asian too, which is so random to have on the top of a mall in the Philippines, people practicing.
We're very outside of the expat communities in the Philippines and Southeast Asia, where I feel like a lot of things happen in those communities that we just would never expect to happen. Like they just have apparently possibly soccer leagues.
And we're just chilling in SM North.
Yeah, we're just around mostly locals all day, every day.
Sky here looks pretty cool. You can see some pretty cool sunsets from MOA, I bet. But I wonder if the thing blocks the like sunset view.
Oh, it definitely does.
You have to see it from this MOA sky area for it to be good, I bet.
Are you kidding me? They tore up the poor fish, the poor sunset. Why did they do it?
What's going on here?
Yeah, that's would we live here in MOA area. Honestly, I think this area is a higher ranking than I would have previously thought.
Yeah, this was when we pitched this video idea, as we do to our meeting board.
Yep.
We have a team of 25 members for these Philippines vlogs, actually. We pitched the idea, and a lot of the people were saying, oh, you guys just won't like it already, so there's no point, but we really fought for this, and we decided, okay, no.
Eduardo from our team, you're an idiot.
We're thinking about firing Eduardo.
Eduardo's gone.
No, but actually, when we pitched this idea to each other, we were like, the answer's probably no, but we could check it out anyways.
Not that bad. The area is really nice. Literally, the only downside is if we trust SMDC to have a decent condo.
Some of them seem newer, so they could be nice, but grass isn't that old, 10 years old. I don't know.
And maybe they care more about this one because it's in the new area. Who knows? But yeah, it's like to the point where, I don't know. I don't know where the rankings are.
I don't know either.
The thoughts, go in your head and you spin around. I've heard a lot of people, a lot of you guys that are watching this series seem to really like Virtus North.
Yeah, it's probably like when you actually think about our situations, if you don't factor in vlogging, it's probably the best spot for us. But when you factor in like opportunities for vlogging, it gets a little hard because we're stretching for content in the SM North area.
We are.
We would kind of like a location change, but also we wouldn't mind just Virtus North. This might be the best invention I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think we've made a decision. It's supposed to look like fireflies when it's dark out.
Maybe. Why are like two of them never lighting up?
They're dead. Dead fireflies. And will Makati, if we want Makati, will it be affordable for us? It's kind of what we've been talking about. Like, we've been in Quezon City for so long. We're really stretching for content right now. Moving from Quezon City to Makati would be like moving to a new city with all of these new opportunities and video ideas and things opening up to us. We've been in Quezon City for 3 years trying to vlog. And we were doing it daily at the beginning.
Yeah, there's definitely not much left for us, especially, it takes a while to get out sometimes, so we are a bit hesitant to go very far.
Yeah, and we're 6K Andes now, so that's where we need to go next, is that mountain right there.
Where?
The mountain across the bay.
I didn't even notice it at first there. You can see it.
It looks fantastic. Like, to climb that would be the Philippine adventure we've been looking for.
That one's Bataan?
Yeah, I think so. Wow, it's really not that far. So if we take the ferry to Mariveles, it wouldn't take that long. Except like when we could see the next island when we were in like Siquijor and Dumaguete, you could see it and you'd be like, oh, it's right there. It won't take very long. And then it took like 2 hours.
I still remember seeing Camiguin. That was so cool.
That was so
Pulling
cool.
up on Camiguin.
Literally like Jurassic Park vibes. It felt like we were the people arriving on the boat in Jurassic Park. Yeah, so that's the video for you guys today. Where is this gonna be slotted in on our ranking this time?
In my mind, I place it, it's above Green Hills for me.
Yep.
It's probably below Virtus North and Makati. Those are still the two high. What's the other one we went to? I guess Eastwood's in there.
Eastwood.
It's probably contention for Eastwood.
I would say it's probably about tied with Eastwood. The location of this possibly, I think, makes the niceness of Eastwood even out.
They each have their own advantages and disadvantages, and they're like opposites of each other.
That's where we're at right now. And I mean, it's really going to come down to what we can find for condo quality, condo prices in the end. So that's coming later in the year.
But for now, we can just serenade you to this beautiful sunset. Oh man, that land reclamation looks ugly.
It does. Oh my gosh, it looks like a wasteland.